Hello everyone, welcome back to the JLL podcast. This is Mahi from JLL Residential Mumbai. Our guest today is Mr. Maneek Parihar, Head Residential Primary Market Mumbai. All right, Maneek, thank you so much for joining us today. It is truly an honor to have you here. Let's begin with the very first question.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mahi. I'm equally excited.
So most people see Mumbai as a city of dreams. You operate in it. What does Mumbai mean to you personally and professionally?
It's a very nice question, Mahi. It is a city of dreams. And when you ask me to bifurcate into two, which is personally and professionally, I will give you answer separately itself. I'll say personally, Bombay is a living organism here. I feel Mumbai breathes ambition. It actually, throw away whatever coming in the middle, but keep moving. So I feel Bombay having a lot of positive energy, if I see personally, because I can relate. I'm not from Mumbai. I'm an outsider. When I came to Mumbai, it took almost 2.5 years for me to adapt to Mumbai. Similarly, Mumbai also took the same time to actually make me adjusted. And then now I'm fine. I don't want to leave Mumbai and I want to stay here. So personally, I feel it's a living organism which actually breathes ambition and have lot of energy, which keeps everybody going right from morning to evening. Professionally, yes, I relate because I'm into this field of real estate. I feel it very positive when I actually meet plenty or array of customers who are actually looking for a home for themselves. For, as you rightly mentioned, it's city of dreams. So I think the foremost dream for anybody is buying or taking a home. So we are selling dreams in a way. Now dreams definition is completely different for everybody. For somebody basis his or her income, 50 lakhs is a dream home. For somebody it is 50 crore. And when we are selling those array of products, I think in that case we are very empathetic in understanding their needs, what they are looking for, how well they are actually placed in terms of their requirement. So we professionally, if you ask me, I have a diverse way of learning in knowing their dreams, what they are looking for, which I relate to my daily's profession. Yeah.
All right, that's interesting. Before we talk buildings and billions, what's the one morning ritual that actually grounds you before a high stake deal?
There's no specific ritual, Mahi, that I follow now. Maybe if you go back by say 8-10 years back when I was a sourcing manager, I'm doing it on my home, but now I'm handling a team. At that time, I was pretty excited for my not only these big deals also, but maybe for small deals also. So I was very excited right from the morning. But now it is more of doing the same thing because everything is properly planned a day before. I have my schedule which is ready for the next day. So I get up in silence. I took a lot of pause for first 30-40 minutes to start for the day. And then once you are in the car and moving, you cannot get silence because calls and everything starts. So that's also, there is no specific rule of mine to follow now in terms of doing or getting excited for a big or a small deal. For us, everything is same, but we'll have to just go with the flow now.
All right. At what life stage does buying a home actually make emotional and financial sense, and how do you know I'm there?
Buying a home in a city like Mumbai or anything which is like a metro, it is emotional, but I always feel it has to be something which is aligned to your path professionally which you are following. It has to be properly what you called I need to have, or somebody who is looking for a home needs to be stable in his job. He needs to be very in sense to understand that this is I'm going to buy, because it is not a small investment. It is a very big investment for somebody. So I cannot be emotional. I'll have to be more financially stable, and I have to be aligned myself with my growth path in the career that I'm looking at. So I would say it has to be more financially thought rather than getting emotional. The first home needs to be very, very financially thought, because you're getting into a profession. You need to see a lot of your stability. I'm talking about people who are working in private sector. Publicly, yes, in the public sector, people don't foresee all that. But in a private sector, people need to see a little more stability wherever they are going in terms of their profession. And they'll have to do and take a very wise decision on the financial stability front. I don't want their EMIs to get threatened or hit by their liquidity now or in future. So a financial understanding is very, very important for me, rather than going beyond. And then when you buy your second, third, you're ready for the next second, third home, which is after 8, 10 years after buying your first home. So second may be more emotional, but the first needs to be financially thought.
So, how do you see the micro markets in Mumbai, Thane, and Navi Mumbai, and the western suburbs evolving right now? Any underdog location you will think surprise everyone in the next 5 years?
All these three micro markets, the way how fast you said it, it's not that small, because Thane itself is a city. Western suburb, if you ask me, anything beyond Bandra to Borivali is a large, what you call areas or location, or a big micro market. Navi Mumbai itself is a big city, because many a time we try and compare it with the south cities like Chennai and all. We can say that Navi Mumbai is comparable to those cities also, because that is that big. And all these cities are actually well planned and thought before they actually now coming into reality. So I'll have to bifurcate all these three. I cannot just give you a specific answer ki which one is evolving. Everybody is doing nice. Let's start with Thane.
Yes.
Thane was actually, I would say it's a growing market. All the promises which were made, or whatever was proposed, 5, 6 years back, is getting into reality. You find all category A developers being placed there in terms of their visibility, and they're coming up in a very planned 5 to 10 acres plus of development. All these metros, all these tunnel that is connecting Borivali to Thane, all these infra triggers are making Thane a completely self-sustained place to stay, to socialize, and a lot of appreciation is what I foresee over a period of time. So Thane, I see is a growing market. No more promises. Everything, whatever was proposed or said, is getting into reality now. Now let's go to Navi Mumbai. Navi Mumbai is a very, very interesting city. It was very thoughtfully planned in 1957 or 1960, when the CIDCO was formed to decongest city, which we foresee at that time. Next 20, 30, 40 years, Bombay will come too congested. So they make those MIDC zones, which is further connecting to south towards Pune, towards Bangalore. So Navi Mumbai is a different city, which is also like a growing, and there are a lot of underdog micro markets within those in those Navi Mumbai area, which have a lot of potential to give you future returns. So I would again say it is not comparable with Thane. Navi Mumbai have its own charm, and it's growing. Considering its connectivity back to South Bombay through MTHL, and the Navi Mumbai airport is again a great story of development there. Third, which is western suburbs, which I see is getting little consolidated. Since last 3, 4 years, the coastal is getting better. So I see a lot of areas where the connecting point of this extended coastal line of the sea link have a lot of potential. Like earlier we used to say Versova trading between 40, 45, 50,000, and the prices has gone to 80, 85, 90,000. So that's a great place to consider.
What's the one promising trend in Mumbai's micro market that's even seasoned investors don't see coming?
Interesting one. I foresee reverse migration of the second generation HNIs, you know, kids who are actually not in India, but they're coming back to India. That's what I foresee. They're actually buying in Mumbai, and they're buying not those places which are already famous. They're picking up spots which actually have a lot of potential in future to grow, and they're moving in. So that's what the next trend which I foresee in next 5 years. There are a lot of reverse migration that is happening for all these new, next generation or second generation people. Yeah.
Okay, if you had to explain the Mumbai real estate scene to a teenager in 3 sentences, how would you do it?
It's very difficult to explain anybody Mumbai, whether he's a teenager or a fully grown professional or anybody. But I still relate it with that, in a funny way. I would relate it with the. Have you ever seen that musical chair? Where everybody is moving around and everybody wants to take that last seat. Mumbai is like that. I foresee Mumbai like that, and I can see also because there's a lot of scarcity of land. You know, there's hardly anything which is left now. Everything is moving to suburbs or extended suburbs. The main Mumbai have lot of space crunch, and everybody wants to grab a place there. Like people who are upgrading from an X to X plus 2 to X plus 3 in terms of their buying ability. I relate that musical chair game to a teenager and explain them that this is Mumbai.
South Mumbai versus the new BKC Worldly Bandra belt. Which address is actually winning the wallet war right now? And why is the answer more complicated than the headline suggests?
So Mahi, clearly it is the Bandra Worli, micro markets, which is actually winning the wallet war. South Bombay, being South Bombay, where is already grown or where we have seen new constructions are happening, but considering the price point and everything, South Bombay is still charging too much. It is very expensive to afford, but because of the movement on the both side of the sea link, which is on the Worli, or this side, which is towards Bandra, is still unexplored. Now, Worli is very, very expensive now, considering land scarcity, and there's no future development also. So, the developer are actually, whoever are coming up and charging very high prices. But on this side of the sea, which is towards the north and covering Bandra's western part, is what I foresee winning the wallet war, because there's a lot of development which is still pending. We can see a very beautiful skyline from the north side of skyline towards Worli, but this side, which is Bandra way, I foresee that in next 10 years we'll see the same skyline with a lot of appreciation in the price.
Sustainability has been a buzzword for a decade, but is green luxury, net zero buildings, biophilic design, LEED platinum towers now a genuine purchase driver in Mumbai or still a nice to have checkbox?
They are the drivers of the Mumbai's new way of construction, which I foresee. My two three reasons. One, the developers also upgrading. They're upgrading to the next level, where they are trying to learn a lot of things from very developed nations like Singapore, London, Dubai, where they're looking at those structures where you have all these sustainability related things, and they want to replicate here. They want to bring that charm here in terms of their construction parameter, and that is adding to the luxury element of the building. Moreover, from the buyer's point of view, I would again say the people who are staying in very nice or premium buildings in these developed nations like Singapore, London, Dubai. I'm taking these names again. They're also, migrating back to Mumbai, and they expect a lot of such, green lead or a platinum lead or a sustainability related buildings, which actually create a lot of efficiency in the recurring cost of their living with very high class, kind of space which they require in Bombay. So I will definitely second to your point, which you said. Yes.
Okay. If you had to choose between a project with high profitability but a social impact versus one with moderate profitability but strong community value, which one would you pick and why?
Well, I will definitely pick the second one.
Okay.
I would like to have a community living. Everybody would like to have a community living, and moderate kind of appreciation or profitability, whatever you're saying, is definitely will get better over a period of time if it is community living, because you have a very very knowledgeable neighborhood, a very very high class social infra which is also getting developed. So all these things over a period of time nullify your other half of the question which you're asking, in a way where I feel that will also gives you a good high standard of living with all social things which is required for a healthy living.
All right. Has your professional experience ever influenced how you design or buy your own home?
I think you are asking this question to somebody. You don't have to ask this to somebody who's into real estate, because we know, and we're working for the last 16, 17 years. We know all those basic parameters, and we think too much before buying a home. When we think, this is also very wrong. Sometime before buying a home, definitely we'll have to do those checklists. Which is 12, 13 checklists we always look at. I feel. In a layman, if I would have been a layman, definitely, and into a different profession, I have a different way of looking at the real estate. But being into this real estate industry, this definitely helps me. Sometimes it disrupts because I think too much. Even if I want to deploy my capital into a next place, but I foresee ye ho raha hai, and this is all happening, this all is happening, this all is happening, this developer is into this, and then might stops me in investing into that. So too much into, because this is my profession, I suggest it to somebody who wants to deploy capital. But when it comes to personally me investing, it helps. It doesn't help in both ways.
Okay.
Yeah.
What people think of your leadership style? What are three words do you hope they use?
Very interesting question. Since almost 9 to 10 years, I'm handling a role where I'm being with my subordinates and going along with them for doing the business for the companies for which I'm working for. I would say there are only 2 3 things that keeps me up and running. One is stick to basics. Basic starts from getting up on time, starting your day fresh, and I think be at your workplace on time, so that you are ready and you have the entire day to work for. Second, what I feel is like, I need to have clarity. Clarity is very, very important. If I don't have clarity on what I'm going to do, you break it, you break the entire year into say quarters and months and days. So if in the entire day I don't know what I'll have to do, I go nowhere, and I actually don't know what I'm doing. So clarity is very, very important. Once I have the clarity, then the third thing which I feel is conviction. So if I'm doing it, I'll have to do it wholeheartedly. If I'm not doing it wholeheartedly, I'm not there. Whatever I'm doing, maybe even if I'm taking or addressing a forum, or even if I'm meeting my subordinates, talking to them about their clients. So all these things, even if I'm not using that 100% conviction in that work, I don't foresee that I'm justifying my role of leadership. And the fifth one is empowerment. If I don't empower my subordinates, if I don't trust is not the right word, but if I don't empower them with the right, you know, empowerment things which they're expecting from me, I'm not a leader.
If you had to bet on one trend defining the next decade of real estate in the city, what would it be?
So it's a very interesting question, and I would like to answer into a very very brief way, where I say that it has to be an experience-led, stay, or a home, or a micro market, which have everything within the periphery of 4 to 5 kilometers. Now, no more charm where people would like to stretch themselves or want to have that aspiration ki I want to be as close as possible to, the places like Bandra, or maybe the places which is very close to South Bombay and all. There are a lot of other micro markets which are evolving, and there we find lot of development which is happening. For example, Shivri is getting better, which the Shivri that we had seen 5 6 years back is getting better. The entire stretch of JVLR in Mumbai is getting better, where there are a lot of traction on both sides. Quality developers who are actually coming up on the both side. There are places like Malad, which we discussed before, or suburbs connecting that Versova or that coastal line after Versova. So that is getting better. Thana, which we discussed, a lot of migration which is happening from Bombay towards Thane, considering the fact it is well priced. Um, it has a lot of social infra which is actually getting better, and there's a lot of movement of this corporate also towards towards north side of Mumbai. So I would say it is more of an experienced or a well experienced or a community led environmental a trend that we're going to see, where people would like to stay into a places which have everything within that environment. Yeah.
How do luxury and affordable segment coexist in Mumbai? Unique real estate fabric.
I would not say it's good or great, but uh, we cannot what you call miss whatever you said in terms of coexisting together. You're all luxury and affordability. I would still relate it with that, a kind of a Rajdhani Express, where you have a sleeper class connecting to a B or a A, class, audience also. Two, three reasons is where all these new buildings or constructions which are happening in Bombay are either redevelopment, and the SRAs or the old societies, which still stay along with those, you have a differentiation as well. Second factor is what I feel is they have to go hand in hand, considering the fact that the people are staying in a 5, 8, 10 crore building, they need a lot of household help. So you need maids, you need a lot of other things, and you find those people staying in those affordable house that has to be within the proximity of those building. Otherwise, it's non viable. So they'll have to go hand in hand. It's unplanned. It is something which is little messy also, but that's Mumbai.
Which matters for you? Location advantage or future liquidity?
Now I have to divide that into two portions. If I am a end user, then I have to definitely look at something which is a place which is livable. I have to go where there is already established, social infra. I'm talking about something where people are looking for something which is ready to occupy. For there, all those end users, for them, location, all these things definitely matter. For somebody who's an investor, they definitely see both the factors. They'll see location, which is, if it is an investment, they definitely don't see a location which is already developed. They look at something where the location is upcoming over a period of 5 to 10 years, and they definitely look at the portion of liquidity also. Yes.
Alright, Manik, if you had X budget, would you buy for lifestyle first or investment first and why?
So, if you're asking me personally, I have my own opinion on this. I'll definitely look at something where I'm owning a home. Then I definitely look for something which is more for an investment. But if I don't have a home, or if I'm on a rent, I'll definitely look at something where I can upgrade my lifestyle and buy there. So it depends upon on what life stage I am, or what I have, what I own, what I'm thinking. So I definitely pick something where I can invest, because I'm staying very comfortably in a normal or a basic lifestyle. Yeah.
You have to choose one. Would you rather buy a project that's almost ready or one that's fully branded but under construction?
Again, this something is I have to think that what is going on in my head. Personally, I can answer that I definitely look for a branded and an under construction where my money will grow, because I foresee that product gives me a lot of mileage in terms of my uh, appreciation on the money which I invest. Moreover, other have their own opinions to look at. It all depends on the personal choice.
All right, Manik, now only one-liners answers. Biggest Mumbai residential driver now, luxury, infra, or NRI inflows?
Well, Mumbai is growing, so definitely infra, which is to be backed up by luxury. And there are a lot of NRIs, as I discussed in my entire discussion, that there are a lot of remigration, or you can say people are coming back to India in the second generation format and they're investing into upcoming markets of Bombay. So that's the sequence.
Okay. Mumbai residential price growth in 2026 on a scale of 1 to 10 and why?
3.
Why?
I would say currently, if you ask me, there are a lot of things which are going on in tandem of infra versus availability or whatever we see in terms of redevelopments. Those are happening. We feel the prices are at a good you know, at a good place now. We feel it's going to take some time to absorb that because we have supply, a lot of supply which is overhanged. So we feel it is still taking some time to move forward from here in terms of upside. If you ask me only specifically to 2026, but nevertheless, Bombay is always an appreciating market, and you have to give time to your money. So nothing will going to happen within 1 year. But if you spend your time for 5 to 7, 8 years by investing into real estate, it will fetch you a lot of returns because Bombay is moving very, very rapidly, not in months, not in weeks, but every day.
All right. Navi Mumbai, Thane becoming next big corridor. Yes or no?
Navi Mumbai followed by Thane. Because Navi Mumbai, there is no restriction. Navi Mumbai was developed, as I told you, in 1957 or 1960, considering SIDCO's format. From there, it has keep on going, and now with this new airport, Navi Mumbai airport, and the markets or the format of connecting Navi Mumbai through MTHL with Shiveri or the South Bombay location. Navi Mumbai is I feel on a first place in terms of appreciation.
What is the one real estate norm from 2024 that you think will be extinct by 2030?
No more fascination to stay as close as possible to the places which were actually called as South Bombay or Bandra or Versova, Yari Road. No, because there are a lot of upcoming micro markets, and they will grow equally by 2020-30 in terms of appreciation, in terms of social infra upliftment.
Who's driving the market right now? Institutional funds or Gen Z or end users?
So it is institutional funds that go hand in hand along with these Gen Zs or end users, because you need funds to construct buildings. You cannot minus those factors because you need money to construct the building, and then you need somebody to occupy that. So we cannot minus the next part also. So it goes hand in hand.
Big lie, everyone is still telling themselves about the 2026 market.
The prices will come down.
Okay.
It will never come down. I think there's a saying in real estate which we always follow, that yesterday was the best time to buy. Today we are late, and
Future we
if
don't
today
know.
is late, then tomorrow though is very, very late.
One personal rule you never compromise on, no matter how busy works get.
There's no such rule in my daily routine or in my life which I follow. I have a set pattern of doing my things. But even if you still ask me, I think I stick to basics. That's what is ingrown within me.
Okay. One habit that real estate gave you that affects your daily lifestyle.
Patience. I think Bombay and Mumbai and real estate both, I think, go hand in hand. So we have to be little patient. We have to be little having a lot of patience for everything. If you have to grow organically, or even if you have to just give right consulting to your buyers.
Okay. If you had a complete free weekend, no calls, no clients, how are you spending it?
Very rarely we get that because our work is mostly during the time when it is either weekends or either holidays. But even if you don't have anything to do on a weekend, I think I open up my television and start watching any nice series on Netflix or maybe Amazon Prime Video.
Local train rush hour or last minute deal closing, what is more stressful?
Local time rushes, it's completely horrifying. Yeah, I still remember my first few years when I was also traveling by local. Last minute deal is all fine. That can be manageable, but not this crowd in local. Yeah, and that too
Okay.
during peak hours.
The most overrated feature buyers are still paying a premium for.
Those premium location charges, PLC, is what I feel. I don't know why, but developers is asking and they're paying.
Buy, hold, or sell. Worldly see face in 2025.
Buy and hold.
Okay. One word that describes the Mumbai luxury buyer right now.
Space.
If you had 50 crore to deploy in Mumbai real estate today, where does it go? No deliberation.
Again, you're asking a real estate professional. So if it is for an end use, I'll definitely look at places where I get everything possible, because 50 crore is a great budget. If it is an investment, then I don't park my everything in one basket. I'll rather invest in the micro markets by deploying my capital and divided that into 2-3 frames, and invest on the tone of 8 to 10 crores within say 6 micro markets.
Mumbai real estate 5 years from now in one sentence.
It will be more better in terms of its infra. There are a lot of new micro markets which will appear. The quality of construction and quality of living will also get improved. This movement from southern part or the south part of Mumbai towards the northern side. So definitely there will be a shift. So that's what I
All
foresee.
right, thank you so much, Maneek, for giving such and thoughtful insights on evolving real estate. It was truly an honor to have you.
The pleasure is all mine, Mai. Thank you very much for having me.